Hi everyone, Ruby Retrograde Tarot Ente here, and what I'll be showing to you guys is a Kickstarter that I have received recently, actually about a week ago, counting from the time that I'm filming this. When I post this, it probably will be longer, but that is beside the point. It's this adorable Rider-Waite-Smith inspired deck in a cute package, in a cute form. And without further ado, let me just present it to you. Now, normally I would just show the package it came in, but I have to say, it came in a really huge envelope for what was contained in it. So it was a bit like superfluous and a bit extra to do that. But anyways, the deck that I'm talking about is the 8-bit fantasy tarot deck. Look how adorable it is. It was created by Deckchi. Now, like I mentioned, it is a Rider-Waite-Smith pretty much clone. So think of the classic art style and the positions and transform it in this cute 8-bit pixelated art. There's been a few decks that are pixelated, like pixel star style. Sorry, I know one I believe is still on sale on Game Crafters. Game Crafters. There's one that was on Kickstarter either earlier this year or last year, that was made by the creators behind the Silhouette Tarot and a current one that's happening right now, the Monsoon Tarot. It's adorable. You should check it out, by the way. But anyways, Deckchi here made this one. I decided to pick what they call the standard size. There was actually one size that is smaller than this, what they call the mini size, I believe. I decided not to go for it because I want to be able to look at it properly and properly shuffle and things. So I decided to just grab the what to me is a mini size, but their standard size. This was a campaign that started back in June, actually on the birthday of one of my little ones, ended in July. Originally, I thought that they were local, but I probably should have known when I messaged them and asked about the possibilities of local pickup, and they sent like this enigmatic sounding message, such as like, "Oh, it'd be too complicated" or something or another. And I do have it, and then afterwards, when I saw that it came from China, I was like, oh, okay, well, it wasn't going to come to my place. It was gonna, or to an area close to me. It was just coming straight from China to my place. But that's okay in any case. It's super adorable. Now, as you can see, I am fighting with the wrapper because I did not think to remove the plastic cling wrap that came with it. So here we are, so we can properly look at the box. On top of the deck itself, it came with a set of sleeves that you can use for the cards. I might try to put a few in them to see, how they shuffle. If, how I feel having sleeves around cards. It would be my first set of deck with, sleeve. And it came with the smallest, cutest stickers. So it's a sticker sheet of the cards. Now you can see a preview of what the cards will look like, but that is okay. But it is so cute. So I mean, you can use them anywhere you want. I almost don't want to use them because it's so cute and adorable. So here you can see it totally looks like a small little Game Boy style handheld device. And it says here, may you return with a young heart after years of fighting. And it's sort of, well, here it looks like a little video game console. We shall to not name it. So let's open it. And I find this is a really cool way of having the deck open. So it's 2-piece, almost like a presentation style box, or if you have trivia style board games, the cards usually, like, sometimes they come in this kind of a format. The cards come, there's another set of plastic, so I'll have to do that. And then we have a little, I guess, presentation card. It says, Dear Tarot Reader, hope that 8-bit fantasy tarot deck can make you get out of bed with a bright heart every day and make the experience for you more enjoyable. Yours sincerely, Maroli. which is the creator behind the deck. This is really adorable. And I think this is hand signed too. Yeah, it is. Very adorable. So let's put that aside. And I just give me one moment while I open this up. So I'll be right back. All right, so we are back. I've taken the wrapper off. And we can see here the back of the cards. I call it a tablecloth style. So this kind of oh, what is it? The game that Game Boy screen that's not quite yellow, not quite green, that's off yellow. It reminds me of those screen when you're playing and it wasn't quite, you know, a solid color, it had that little yellowish tint. Definitely smaller than a standard card, which I don't have on hand, of course, but that's okay. As you can see, definitely short and stacked and pretty, almost a perfect square. It is matte and for something that's short, it's not flimsy. I mean, it has a strength to it. So to me personally, I don't think I would be have too much concern about shuffling it. And it seems like it has a little bit of texture now that I'm looking under the light. It seems to have a little bit of texture on the back of the cards. We'll see if it's the same in the front. So, oh yeah, it does. Yes, it does have a little bit of texture. So let me see if I can catch it on the camera. If you can see, so almost like a linen finish. I think that's what it's called. And I do remember on the Kickstarter, it was one of the features that decided to go with that kind of card finish to kind of add to the pixel art feel. So now I will go in and zoom in, and I think I can even zoom in a little bit more because it's so short and cute. Let me move that little crystal over there. Alrighty, perfect. So we have zoomed in, and let's just take a look at all the cards. So as you can see, we're starting with the full, very Rider-Waite-Smith. There's nothing really much to say other than it's so cute and pixelated, and I'm gushing over it. So let's just go through the cards. The Magician, High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, and also all the car noises and kids having fun. If you hear it, well, my window is open just for air circulation sake, and it was warm today, so that's what you are hearing. The Lovers. And because it's such a short card, not all it's all the scenery is kind of reduced almost by half, I want to say, but it's still very Rider-Waite-Smith, even though the people are not necessarily the same. And because it's like 8-bit style, you know, you can't be as detailed for like the finer things, but I think so far, I mean, it achieves it pretty well. Hangman. Here, that would be an example. Usually we have other people's here, but due to space, we just have the Pope figure. That's an adorable Temperance. Devil. The Tower. The Star. The Moon. The Sun. Judgment. And the World. with a dot, period. So now we're gonna go over, oh, not quite yet. Yes, this is the this was a Kickstarter exclusive card that was made for hitting gold, called the Lost Land. It's very cute. So now we're off to the minors. We're starting off with the wands. 2 of wands. I think that's supposed to be the earth, right? The earth that they're holding, the guy's holding usually. 3 of wands. 4. 5. 6. 7 of wands. 8 of wands. 9 of wands. And 10. The art is very well done. Now we're with the court cards, the page, knight, queen, pixel cat, and king of wands. Moving on to the cup suit. Here's 3. 4. 5 of cups. 6. 7. 8. 9. Then the 10 of cups. We don't have the actual rainbow, but we got some of the colors there. Now the page of cups. Knight. Queen. And king of cups. Moving on to the sword suit with the ace. 2 of swords. 3. 4. 5 of swords. 6. I don't remember. Was there only ever just one person sitting in the boat, or was there 2 in the Rider-Waite-Smith? I'll have to pull it out because I think I don't remember now. 7 of swords. 8. 9. And 10. Something about this scene kind of gives me flashback of playing video games in, 8 or 64 bits when your character died or you had to start over. It was something like gloomy looking like that. Not necessarily the stars that big, but it was something like that. Like game over. Continue. Got the page. The knight. The queen. And the king of swords. And now going on with the pentacles. We got 2. The 3 of Pentacles. 4. 5. I think this checkered, is the checker supposed to represent the wall of the church, or that it's snowing and it's dark out? It's not it's not to pick a point, but it's just me wondering. 6 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. 8. 9. And 10 of Pentacles. Then we have the Page. The Knight. The Queen. And the King of Pentacles, closing out the Arcana. And then just a little card of the creator and their socials. Okay. So we have done the whole tour of it, and there is, I mean, there's nothing, like I say, it's a Rider-Waite-Smith clone. It's very pretty. To me, I find it very cute. For being done in pixel style, it's well done. There's, you know, the maybe finer details. For example, where is it? The 9 of Swords. You know, obviously they can't go and pixel and put the zodiac signs on the bedspread, because how can they do it with 8-bit style art? But you know, if you have a classic Rider-Waite-Smith kicking around at your place, or you know, just looking it up online, you know that it's there. But the rest is pretty to the source. It's truthful to the truthful. There's fidelity. Yeah, it keeps fidelity. It's an expression in French. Anyways, ça reste fidèle. So it stays to its root. It's just a different style, and I find it really adorable. The short size definitely would be appealing to those that have smaller hands. If I zoom back, you know, to normal, I have rather big hands. So this mini deck fits in the palm of my hands. There's also no little white book, which doesn't really matter to me personally, because it's Rider-Waite-Smith. It's very easy to find the information about the meaning of cards online, or if you have a book that you bought, you can use that as reference. Oh my goodness, I cannot speak English today. I'm deciding, I think for now I'm gonna put this aside, because I don't have a particular meaning, or I don't feel pulled in any sort of way to keep it in the deck. I don't know what I like. I don't really, if I were to pull it while I'm, you know, shuffling, I don't know what meaning I would assign to it. So for now, it's just a pretty art card. And if I figure it out, I can always include it later. So let me see. First off, sleeveless, how it is shuffling, keeping in mind that I want to say it's nearly half the size of a standard tarot deck. And I also do like the texture, the little pixelated linen finish. It does add to the vintage, I don't know, Nintendo style of gaming. So if I shuffle, definitely no issues in shuffling. As you can see, because it's a plaid. What, I don't know. You tell me in the comments, is it plaid or plaid? I'm pretty sure it's plaid, but I know there's been arguments about how to say it. But you know, it's obviously reverse friendly. So if you want to reverse your cards, there are no problem. In fact, you might, because they're nearly square, I wonder if they would almost, you could almost have them, okay, well, not quite. You'll know if, you know, they happen to rotate sideways, because they are longer than they are larger, so it's not a perfect square. So at least there is that going, so you won't be absolutely completely mixed up. I think that would bother me a bit if they were a perfect square, so I'm glad that they're more rectangular. So overhand shuffling, no problem. So let's see if I want to do a bridge shuffle. I'm having a little bit of bend already. Okay, so not too much issue, and it does help that it's not a oh, what is that finish, like rose petal, almost like fabric-y texture, which definitely I don't think would have worked for a deck that size. So if I shuffle this way, no problem either. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take a few cards and put them in sleeves, and in the sleeves that was provided with the deck, and see if you know, I like the feeling when I shuffle them. So I'm going to go, oh, look at that, nice, what a nice way to card to show. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause the video, put some cards in the sleeve, and then we'll be right back and we'll shuffle test with sleeves. Hello, I am back. I've sleeved just a handful of cards. How many? 8 cards. To put them in sleeve was just a little bit difficult. If I can show you, they're fit very snug to the card. So when if you decide to buy them and buy them with the sleeve, they're made snug to the card, and it took me a little bit to get them to go inside the sleeve. But once it's in, there's a little bit of the top. I don't know if I can catch it on the camera. There's a little bit of the top that sticks out of the plastic, which maybe for some will be bothersome. You know, it's also like where you would put your thumb if you decide to bridge shuffle. So that end is like more likely to get dirtier than the rest of the cards. So you might end up with a little bit of a line effect where you know, you have a little line of dirt and the rest are still nice and pristine. Of course, what is happening? There we go. Of course, it makes the card as if they were extremely glossy, so the ring light catches everything. Shuffling them, you have to me, it seems like there's a little bit more friction, a little bit more resistance than when they are naked. So here, I don't know if it's because of the texture. I feel like the cards they kind of slide more easily. I haven't quite made up my mind whether I want to keep them sleeveless or throw the sleeves in. It definitely is on as your preference. And putting cards in sleeve kind of reminded me back when I was playing Magic the Gathering, and there wasn't much issues in shuffling them. Let me okay, I only have like a handful of cards, but yeah, the only thing really that would bother me is the reflection, but otherwise I don't think it's necessarily that bad. And there is, the way that the cards came in the box, it does seem that it allows for, if you decide to put your sleeve, it will become a little bit thicker deck because of the added bulk of the plastic. But the box I mean does allow you to fit all of them in. Shouldn't be without much issue. So in conclusion, this is a very adorable deck by Deckchi. I definitely, if you are a fan of Rider-Waite-Smith, but you don't necessarily want the classic look, if you want something a little bit retro feeling, you know, or some retro either in the sense of video games or you know, a little bit it gives me happy vibe because of the fact that it kind of looks like a video game, and even the characters in those cards, I don't know, they're kind of youthful, like, it has this youthful kind of thing, almost like kids. Not necessarily that, yeah, almost like they're depicted like kids doing the scenes. Um, but the cardstock itself, I have nothing to complain about. It's very good and sturdy. It's shorter, so if you have a hard time with long or big cards, definitely that will be a plus for you. Me with bigger hands, the only thing maybe that I would have to watch out for is because they're so short, maybe to not put as much pressure when I'm doing the riffle shuffle, so that the last few cards don't become bent because of how much force I'm putting on them. Otherwise, I mean, I don't think there should be much problem. So there you have it, the 8-bit tarot by Deck Cheat. And look at this, is probably one of the most adorable card box packages that I have in my collection so far. It is so adorable. It's ridiculous. I'm I could look at it, and just looking at it, it makes me smile. It's definitely a lift me up, perk me up type of deck. At least to me, but definitely the box. So let me know. With all that being said, what do you think of the deck? Would it be something that you would be interested in purchasing for yourself? I'll put the link in the description box should there still be some available for sale. Otherwise, I'll link it to the Kickstarter page or something like that, or to the creator's social. I don't know yet. We'll see when I post this up. And until next time, please leave your comment, questions, your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. Down there. Boop boop. And I'll see you next time in the next video. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Bye bye.